everyone. It's an early start, a 5:30 AM start today. I'm walking now to the train station, and today is the first day I've had back at university in London in person. But it's also the last day of term, so we're going in for one day just so that we can see each other before the summer break, and then we'll be back properly in September. But it's going to be lovely to be back in London among my fellow students. So I'm going to show you what day is like for a second year theology student today. So if that's your game, you're in the right place. Kind of a bit of self-discovery for me as well, because I've kind of forgotten what it's like, because obviously I haven't been to uni in person in 18 months. I'll be honest with you guys, had no idea what time the sun came up. I thought I was going to be getting up and it would still be dark, but it's not, so that's good. That's put a little bit of a spring in my step. The sun's out, I can see a nice blue sky forming above me. I've got a short walk to the train station. It's about a 15-minute walk from where I live, so not far. First time I've been on public transport actually as well since COVID. I've got a mask with me obviously, because you can't go anywhere without them at the moment. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm supposed to wear it or not. Is it like the pub, when you found your seat you can take it off? I don't know. We're going to find out. Going into the unknown this morning. Into the unknown. No, it's not the time of morning for singing. I'm in the station. I've ended up with a dream scenario. I'm here early enough. I can, you know, sit, take a breather, read the free paper. That's always fun, isn't it? Might grab a coffee if the cafe's open, because I didn't have anything before I left the flat this morning, so a coffee or a bacon roll or something would be very, very welcome. No coffee for me this morning. That is closed. That looks like it's been closed for a while. Look at them tempting me in with an ice cream that I can't even have. Sun is out. I'm heading out of Gloucester on the train. It's like old times. By the time you're watching this, actually, we might be out of our, you know, era of restrictions. I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. It's supposed to be the 19th of July, isn't it? And it is the, what day is 5th of July today. So 2 weeks today. We've got 2 weeks left of restrictions. Then apparently face masks will become a personal choice thing. So if you want to wear them, you can wear them. If not, you can leave them at home. Perhaps it's a, might be a sign of the times, I don't know. But normally, I say normally, I haven't been on this train for 18 months. But the last time I was on this train, this platform would have been packed by now. Literally all the way up, full of people waiting to go to London or to Bristol, Cardiff. You know, Gloucester's quite close to a lot of places on the train, so it would have been full. But there's, honestly, there's like me, there's one guy on the other side, there's one guy on this side, and there's an old lady sitting down, so there's 4 of us. Got my headphones, got my podcast to listen to. Probably listen to the anything to do with the Euros at the moment, because as you guys will be aware, is there a train coming? There is a train coming. I think this is my train actually, so I better go and get on it. But I'm gonna listen to a Euros podcast, because, you know, it's coming home, isn't it? Guys, I'm not only on, I've got a whole carriage to myself, so that worked out well. Didn't expect that at all. Oh, I'm dark now. There I am. Didn't expect to get a carriage to myself, so that's nice. It means I can lower the mask a little bit as well. Anyway, I'm on the train. I've got to change in about half an hour at Bristol Parkway, and then I'll be heading on to London Paddington. Sit back now, enjoy a podcast, relax. Might listen to, I like that Peter Crouch podcast, big fan of that. Shag, Married, Annoyed's another favourite. I've started listening to Lockdown Parenting Hell with Rob Beckett and Josh Widdicombe. That's very funny. Don't read into it. I'm not learning to be a parent because I need to be one anytime soon. Just think those 2 comedians are funny, so I listen to it. I've not escalated myself to air pods yet. Still got these, but they do the job. See you in a bit, guys. There we go guys, I've made it to Bristol Parkway. I'm gonna get myself some breakfast now because I am famished, I'm hungry. Actually got no idea where I'm going. I might right now just be walking to the end of the I've gone the wrong way, right? I don't want to go back and try and find something to eat. There must be a cafe here somewhere. Costa, you have come to the rescue. Iced latte to start the morning. I wanted a coffee, I wanted something with coffee in it. But it's a bit warm today already in the morning, and so I thought I'd get an iced latte, you know, hydrate while getting caffeine into my body. And got myself a cheeky little sausage bap as well. So there you go, I'm sorted now for breakfast. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. I've got a 10-minute wait until my next train. On that first train it was so quiet you didn't need to book a seat on the train. But on this next train I have actually got a specific seat I've got to sit in. And I'm a bit of an old man these days. I always book a seat in the quiet carriage. Because I don't know about you, but when I go on the train, normally there's kids screaming or whatever, and it's 6 in the morning, or 6:30 it is now. You don't want that. So I've booked a seat in the quiet carriage. It would just be me with my headphones and, you know, probably businessmen doing work on their laptops. So there we go. It's old age, guys, what can I say? I'm getting old, Just right. Didn't think I'd like cold coffee. I always used to think it would, you know, just taste like you've had a hot coffee and you've let it go cold. But, you know, a bit of ice in there, delicious, really, really good. Really good. I've actually just been sent a cold brew kit as well from Sourced Coffee, which is a company that I really like and I'm going to be working with a little bit more. And they've sent me a cold brew coffie kit, as you will have seen. So I need to give that a try at some point, because iced coffee's the way forward when it's this warm. I'm behind it, I'm sat behind it right now. There we go guys, I've arrived in central London. I'm in Hyde Park. First impressions of London so far actually, having not been here for 18 months since COVID, is it's a lot quieter. There's hardly anyone about, particularly in like the city centre. I mean, there's quite a few people walking their dogs and having a run and stuff here in Hyde Park. But the city itself just seems quieter, seems a lot more chilled. I'm actually in the Italian Gardens right now in Hyde Park. The fountain there, and there's one there. And there's one over there. And this is actually not only a really beautiful spot, but a very special place for me, because right here in the Italian Gardens in Hyde Park is where I proposed to Jo, my now wife. And I did it just over here. Literally, I was kneeling down right here. This fountain was actually on that day. And I came here and I proposed, and thankfully, as I'm sure you're aware, she said yes, so that's a good thing. But yeah, special spot for me, and it's quite nice because on my walk to uni, where I'm heading now, I have to go past this way every time I walk through, so it's always a nice reminder of my proposal, so there you go. But London today, I have to say, oh, just put you there, London is looking quite quiet at the moment. I'm actually quite surprised with how quiet it is, but what I normally do, and I'm going to take you now, is I walk through Hyde Park, and it's about half an hour's walk to uni from here, like I say, from Paddington to Kensington Way, near the Natural History Museum. It's about half hour, and I walk through and it's quiet, and I pray, chat to God, maybe listen to some worship music or whatever, get myself in the zone for uni, because obviously I'm doing a theology degree, so that's the study of the Bible. And actually, do you know what, this first hour, 8 till 9 AM on a Monday, this is where you'll find me walking through Hyde Park, and it's one of my favourite times of the week. So I'm not going to talk to the camera loads as I walk because I want to make the most of that time, but we're going to walk through Hyde Park, we're going to have a little look at the scenery, I'll show you what's about. If you've not been, and I know some Londoners that haven't been to Hyde Park before, looking at you Thomas, you need to come because it's a beautiful spot, nice and big. It's a bit like Central Park in America. You don't really feel like you're in London while you're here, which is quite nice really, because London is quite hectic. But yeah, Hyde Park's a little oasis in the middle of the city. I say little, it's not, it's very, very big. But anyway, let's go and have a little look around Hyde Park and get myself off to uni. I need to get there. Time's ticking on. There you go, guys. If you wanted proof that I'm in central London, Royal Albert Hall right there. Very, very famous, of course. Lovely venue. I actually went in there actually the night I got engaged as well to watch John Williams in concert. Amazing. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. But I'm a few minutes away now from uni. My university is on, well, it's close to Gloucester Road Tube Station. So I'm heading there now. I'll be there in a few minutes time. But there's quite a few, you know, places around here that you would recognise. Royal Albert Hall's there. Harrods is just around the corner. You've got the Natural History Museum nearby as well. So plenty to see in this area. But I'm in a little bit of a rush now because I've been vlogging too much. And so now I'm a little late for uni. Well, I'm not late, but I'm going to be on time rather than early. And in my book, if you're not early, you're late. You know how it is. When you're in somewhere like this, you know, there's lots to see, lots to do, etc. You want to have a good look around, so that's what I've been doing. But I'm getting there slowly but surely. I won't actually be able to film it in my uni today, because obviously I'm going to be in lectures and stuff. But I'll show you the outside and get little bits where I can here and there, but mostly you're just going to get to see a little bit of London, but that's always good. London's nice. Today's session is actually optional. I could have tuned in online from home, but they give us the option of coming in and I just couldn't resist. Can't wait to see all my friends and lecturers and stuff. It's going to be lovely. They are, guys, are good old Boris bikes. I've done a vlog on these before, but I need to do another one because these, if you've not seen them and you're not from London, pay a couple of quid, ride it around all day. It's great fun. Of course, they're not actually called Boris bikes. They do have probably a proper name, but we Brits call them Boris bikes to remind us that Boris Johnson did have one good brainchild of an idea. The other fun thing about having to walk this way to uni is you get to walk past all these massive London townhouses. Perfect opportunity to dream, you know. I mean, these must go for serious money. I think someone told me the other day, or last time I was here, that Roman Abramovich, the owner of Chelsea, owns one of these. And he is an actual Russian billionaire, so I'm sure they go for a few quid. Right, I've reached Courtfield Gardens, which is where my university is based, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for me to stop talking to you guys and go and focus on my lectures. That's why I'm here. I'll try and get a few shots, obviously, while I'm inside, but it's going to be quite doubtful, to be honest. I'm here to work, so I'll probably just catch up with you guys afterwards. Oh, that is a pretty car, though. Look at that. That is a beauty. I thought I was done, but I just had to show you that car. That's the other big bonus of coming to London. Lots of nice cars. Anyway, I've got to the door of uni now, so I'll catch you guys later.
Who writes a lot about ritual in the Old Testament, an American theologian. He has argued that this is really the only example in the ancient Near East of people saying children are worthy to be taught stuff.
Oh, I can sit down for a bit. I'm in Hyde Park. Uni is done for the day. I've just spent my lunch break, or I say lunch break, I'm finished for the day now. But I've just been hanging out with my tutor group. It was our final day of uni, like for our second year today. So I was just hanging out with our tutor group and having a bit of lunch, saying goodbye for the summer and all that. So that was nice. Really lovely to catch up with some of the guys and some of the girls and just have a chat and see how everyone's doing, really. So that was really pleasant. I'm actually just sat across from the house, it was Kensington Palace it's called. I think it's where William and Kate live at the moment, but Diana used to live in there. And I've just noticed actually along the fence there, I'll take you over there in a sec, there's quite a few like banners and flowers and stuff out, and it's because I think last week Princes William and Harry were here and they unveiled a new statue of Diana, who was of course their mum. So that's why all that's there, but we'll go and have a look at that in a second. But yeah, it's been a good day so far. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon now. I actually am in London today, not just for uni. I'm actually going to shoot another vlog that will be coming soon on this channel, so keep an eye out for that one. Very, very exciting video coming out soon. Before I get, in fact, let's go and do that now. But before I do that, let's go and have a look at the Diana statue. I don't know if it's a statue that you can walk right up to, but let's pop down here, see what we can see. It's a little bit windy, but I'm going to take you down, have a look at the Kensington Palace and the gates. Oh, it's a lovely big house. There you go, guys, that was for Diana's 60th birthday. I had no idea that that was now, but apparently it is. And maybe that's what the statue was for. That actually makes sense, doesn't it? But lots of flowers. Diana's obviously not forgotten. I still remember getting the news that she'd died in that horrible car crash. I was only 8. It was shocking even at that age, but there you go. She's still much loved, obviously. Anyway, I'm heading on now. I need to shoot another vlog. This is very typical for me on a Monday in London. I very rarely sit still. Uni sometimes finishes at 2 o'clock, like it has today, and if it does, I always try and use that time to yeah, get some sort of video or some sort of content done. Because London's big, you know, there's lots to explore here, lots to see. Very, very easy to get lost in Hyde Park. There's so many little trails and stuff, but I can see a big building on the other side of Hyde Park that I know is next to my tube station, so I'm just kind of heading towards that every time I see it through the trees. That's my sort of point of reference, if you like. But I'll insert a few clips here. I'm not going to be focusing so much on the vlog you're actually watching right now, because as I say, I've only got a limited amount of time. My train goes at 7:30 back to Gloucester, so I need to use this time now to get across London and shoot another video. See that go right there? Those of you that saw The Apprentice a few years ago, that is Ryan Mark. Who was one of the people who was on The Apprentice. I think it was 2 years ago or so. Very, very camp and very funny. I think he does a lot of stuff with, like, he was on Good Morning Britain one time as like a, you know, sort of social commentator and journalist type. I think he's got a column in one of the newspapers, but anyway, that was him. He was, yeah, he was on his phone. just thought I'd include that. You know, this vlog didn't really have much plan to it, much rhyme or reason, but I thought seeing a sort of half celebrity on my walk, that's vlog worthy, isn't it? So, Ryan Mark. Try and zoom in. Guy's gone. Just saw a fox. Tried to get a shot of it, as you saw, but he sort of scurried away and hid in a bush. And then when I was walking past where the fox was, I thought there was a dead body in a bush. Turns out it was just a man having a little sleep. So there you go. There's some of the other things that you can look out for while you're in Hyde Park. Foxes and men who look like they're dead but are actually just sleeping. There's been an eventful little time here today. Oh, now I'm back where I proposed to Joe, so there you go. A nice memory to finish off my time. Now I'm going to get on the tube and film my other video that I'm doing today, so insert montage of London here. He had one request, a very simple request from Joe. It was, if you see a Paul, not a person, the Cafe Paul, get me something from there. She loves the baguettes from Paul, very sort of Parisian vibe. Joe, I've got the goods. That's for Joe in there. That's like a tomato, mozzarella, pesto and lettuce baguette. And then Diet Coke for me because I'm thirsty. And these look too good, so I had to get a couple of these as well. It's like a pan au chocolat, but an almond with almonds on top. There you go, you see guys, very important. If you're coming and you're doing these sort of business trips, aka my vlogs that I do when I'm out and about, always be thinking of the wife, and that's what I've done today. You know, Joe could have asked for anything. An expensive patisserie or, you know, whatever. That's why I love her. She went for a Paul, because that's all you need. And we haven't got a Paul in Gloucester, so, you know, something a little bit different. Even though it's not that different, because it's just a croissant and a baguette, but she likes it. Guys, there's people getting married on this boat right here. They're literally getting married right now. Look at that, that is the coolest thing. They're getting married on there. They're about to get lapped by a commuter boat though, which might ruin the ceremony, but look at this for a backdrop for your wedding, eh? Tower Bridge, the Shard, and your wedding right there. How about that? Hard to do with one hand, but he's done it. Cheers, London. Oh, that's good. That is good. I've always been more of a fan of Diet Coke than normal Coke. Don't know why, just like it. Anyway, I'm gonna head back for the train in a minute because my time in London has already come to an end. It's all happening over here, by the way. There's a fella fishing. There's a couple up there getting far too intimate for a public place. The day has run its course, guys. The day in London has run its course. I need to head home, so I'll either catch up with you at home or I'll get a little bit on the train at the station, etc. and so on, but it'll probably be at home, so see you in a bit. And there we go, guys, I'm back home. It is the next day. I'm actually in the middle of writing an essay right now. I realised I didn't film anything more on the train after I said that I would, so apologies for that. But thank you so much for joining me for this video. It's been a good one. I really enjoyed my time back in London. It was nice to be back among people, you know. It's just nice to see people again, isn't it? And hopefully as the weeks and months roll by, more and more of that will start to happen. While I was in London yesterday, I think the Prime Minister said that things are moving in the right direction with regards to lowering the you know, the rules and the restrictions on the 19th of July, so that's good. But yeah, hopefully back in uni in September in person, much like you saw in this video. So there might be some more content from London coming your way. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up as well while you're there, why not? And I'll see you again really soon for another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.